Jonathan, I have a more like technical question. What requirements does a business need to have in order to like approach a company like yours or the Founders Institute?
Sure. So Founder Institute, we're an accelerator, but we're a lot different than other accelerators. We work with people at the very early stage, so pre-idea. So our main means of admissions is through a social science assessment that we call the Entrepreneur DNA Assessment. And that is where we test sort of these raw materials of entrepreneurship that I've been talking about, things like perseverance, grit, curiosity, self-reliance, and things like that. I think the biggest mistake that I see is people focus too much on talking about their product and too little about talking about the unique insights that they have on a customer, right? So it's unique insights on who is this customer, what problem do they have, and how can I reach this customer at scale for not a lot of money. The best product does not necessarily win. Most of the time, it's the founders that actually are able to understand the customer really well and that are able to figure out a very cost-effective way to reach that customer at scale. The first step, I think, is to validate the problem, but more importantly, to validate who your, basically your first customer, right, or your ICP, your ideal customer profile. In the beginning, you're not going to have a lot of money. So you really have to be able to find a customer base that when you talk to them about the problem, when you show them what you're building, you are literally like their superhero, right? They're like, oh, finally somebody gets it, right? Finally somebody understands what it is that I'm doing, right? So that's sort of this initial early product market fit. And if you're able to validate that, not just with one person, but with many people, with that same exact reaction, emotional reactions, right? Then I think at that point you can start to be somewhat confident that, hey, maybe I'm onto something here.